Alright guys, it's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. This is Becky at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I thought I would just turn the camera on while I finish up a few things. I needed a card to put in with Fit Kitty's package, so I made this one up really quick this morning. It's turning out to be 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and I just used the piece from my backdrop, my drop paper, added napkins. Y'all saw that part, and then the flowers were there. Well, today I layered it with a piece of gold paper that I put through an embossing. And if you've never done that, buy some of that shiny metal look paper and emboss it. It turns out so cool. Here's the scraps. I'm saving the scraps because I can use these as an accent. Look how cool that is when you put that. It's the mirror, I think it's called mirrored paper. And even got a tiny little piece I'm going to keep and use. And then I layered it with just a piece of cream paper behind the gold. And I did a fake stitch line with just one of the Bic pens that Amelia had talked about. I found them and I used that, and it writes so nice. And I got mine at Kmart, and there's 4 different colors. I think I've got the aquamarine and the lime green and orange and pink. So that's how I wrote the sentiment on it. That's just a little hand cut banner that I just wrote that and then cut around it to make the banner. Got to put a piece of paper in here to so she can see what I'm writing, because if I write on that blue you wouldn't see it. So I'm going to include that in her package. And then I just thought I'd finish up. I've got this other ATC right here, but the gems aren't glued on. So I thought I would do that real quick. I got a cup of hot tea. Sorry for my head. Cup of hot tea here, and I thought I'd just do this. I got the tweezers here in the hopes that I won't burn myself to death today. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide all the gems off because they're not glued on yet. Okay, I got one over here. These are those reverse tweezers that you squeeze them to make them grab. And my problem is my crazy hands do these weird things, and sometimes I'll shoot one of these rhinestones across the room. It's just like sometimes my hands just want to let loose and do their own thing. Come on, glue. Because you don't need a lot of glue at all. I just really like these tweezers. They came in the set I got. Whoa, way too much. The set I bought to do flowers, it has the little embossing tools, and it came with this reverse pliers in there with them. And this ATC that I'm finishing up here says, "Believe in yourself." And I just think it's going to be pretty. You know, it'd be funny is if my hand did that crazy thing and I already put glue on it and the thing went somewhere and I couldn't find it, and I'd find it later glued to something. That would be hilarious. Maybe. So how's everybody doing today? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I can talk. I hope everybody's doing good. All right. I haven't worked on the butterflies again. Yesterday, after I said I'd be back on, I just got in the recliner and I fell asleep. And today, I'm going to try to stay awake during the day, because tomorrow's my extra early morning. And last night I didn't sleep well because I napped too long. So I'm going to try to skip the nap so I can go to bed at about 7. So I can be up at 1. can't wait for the truck to come tomorrow because we got some new scrapbook albums coming in. Can't wait to see what they are. I've been looking at the same ones for so long. I'm so excited that there's some new ones coming in. Oh, I hear the mailman. Maybe he'll bring something exciting. I need to, after I get done playing here for a little bit, I need to make a run over to the post office and mail packages. I haven't been over to do that yet. It's only about 7 minutes to the post office, but I just, you know, you gotta be in the mood sometimes to run errands, and I just haven't been in the mood to go to the post office and wait in line, and I never have the right form filled out, no matter how many times I ask them. See, now I've glued it to the stupid things. I'll have to peel some of this off from here and try again. I always fill in the form. I'm pretty sure that that's the one they tell me that I needed, and then I get up there and they say, oh no, you need the large form. Well, then I'll fill that one out, and then they'll go, oh, you wanted to send this first class, not priority? You could have used the small form. Ooh. Make up your mind, people. I ain't got all day to be filling in forms. And quite frankly, I don't think it makes a big difference if you send it first class or priority. It's still going to take 2 or 3 days. Why pay the extra? Unless you absolutely have to have a tracking number. You can't even do that in international ones anymore. They said they won't even, they can't guarantee that. So anyway, just pay for first class and hope it gets there. I'm trying to think of something fun that we could make together. I still want to show y'all how to take like your favorite pair of pajama bottoms and make more without ever cutting up your favorite pair of pajamas. I can show you how to do that. Because I like to wear just like a tank top and then like flannel bottoms, and that's it. I don't like anything binding tightly around my arms when I'm sleeping. Especially right now with this crazy shoulder acting up. It's my right shoulder. During the night, it'll just get to hurting so bad. Uh-oh, I got somebody too far apart or not close enough or something here. I might have to pop these loose. But no, I'll be laying there and it'll just start hurting from, I guess, my body weight pushing down on it. So I'll roll over. I'm not worried that this picked up some of the paper because I'm going to lay it back down and get some relief for a while, but then I don't sleep well on my left side, so I roll back to my right side and I can sleep good for just a little bit, and then that shoulder just starts screaming, and I mean, it's just, the pain is so bad it wakes me up. I'm betting I have rotator cuff injury, but I hate going to the doctor, so I've been putting it off. I don't think I've been to the doctor in years. I just don't go. I wasn't raised to go to the doctor. I think in my entire childhood I can remember, the only time I went to the doctor was like maybe for tonsillitis, but mostly it was for like accidents that I just cannot get this other gem to fit back in there. Yeah, just accidents. Like, I got hit by a pickup truck in 7th grade. Oh, there goes my mom. And That time I went to the doctor because one of the teachers saw it happen, and she stopped, and her and the guy that had hit me took me to the doctor. And this was back in late 70s, and they took me to the doctor, and then the guy that hit me took me home because he was a distant relative. I thought it was kind of odd, all in all. Am I supposed to, I don't know how many gems I'm supposed to have on here. And of course I saw the doctor a lot when I was pregnant, but I have to be really, really bad sick before I end up at the doctor. And I know that's not good, that you're supposed to go and have a yearly physical and, you know, all that jazz. I want that one to fit in there so bad. I can't stand it. I think we're going to let that go as is, even though it's irritating me that it's not gluing the way I had it laid down there. So anyhow, that finishes that one up. And I'm totally off my subject of what I was talking about, so it doesn't matter. I'm trying to get the glue strands, so I'll stand up so I can share it with you. I edged each of these artist trading cards with a pink ink. I think it came in one of those card kits. That's just driving me crazy. I'm just gotta let it go, let it go. Alright, so there's that one. And I thought maybe we could finish this up together. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I know. That's alright. So maybe I'll write just a note. What did I do with that pen? Oh, there it is. Oh, I'll share something with you. I've started working on a card for Papa, and what I did is I stamped out a truck because I had this cool old truck, and I colored it up, and then I painted it with the Aleene's paper. It's coming to me, honest. Paper glaze. And then I went back over some areas with like my white gel pen on the window. I don't know if you can see the little lines I made. And then I did a silver gel pen on the star and the... I just think it turned out cute. I have, I need to pull out my diamond dies because I've got the tree and I want to make some trees and stuff. So that's on the works, but I'm probably going to do that after I've gathered everything together. I don't have everything together yet. Alright, so I have this piece of, see how pretty that is? When you emboss it, it's really cool. And I think if I had alcohol inks on a pad, I could gently go over the top and color the parts here. I haven't tried it, but I think we could do that. See, I could put that on that one. I'm digging in my scraps off to the right. I think I'll save this foil for another card. And I might use some of this on Papa's card. So what did I do with the truck? I just laid it down. I'm wondering, could I fit it in some way? I'll have to think on that. Alright, I'm going to save that. I need that piece of part I trimmed off earlier for the other card. This is what happens when I go and start cutting into stuff and sliding it aside and things like that. That's okay. I'll just pull out another piece if I have to. Nope, there it is. Yes, this table is still a wreck. It's alright though. I know where everything is. Sorta, kinda. Alright, I'm just gonna push those over and aside. Get this in here. Move my tea. Okay, so let's see, how big did I cut these again? 2.5. So I need this to be at 2 3/4. The numbers are wearing off this cutter too. And it's getting full of junk again. And I don't have a knife in here. Yes, I do. It's the only way I've found to get all of it out is if I have a knife here and run it down the back. This is so going on my Christmas wish list. A new cutter, that's for sure. So 2 3/4, did it that way. And 2 3/4 this way. And see how rough it is? Oh, I should just have my Tim Holtz thing out here. And I could just rough it up on purpose. So I don't like that. How that does that. Alright. Hang on, I'll be right back. Just going to step over to my desk. Sorry guys. One of my co-worker buddies that used to work with me all the time, she has a really bad cold, and I think I'm catching it. Not too pleased about that, Miss Gail. You could have kept it. Let me get a sip of tea. Sorry guys. It's either listen to me drink or listen to me sound like a frog. See, this is that little paper ink thing. I don't even know where I got it. It might have been one of the old Studio G ink pads. I'm just going to ink that rough edge up and make it look like it's supposed to be like that. And this is just a Dollar Tree makeup wedge. I don't wear makeup, so it's the only way they'll get any makeup money out of me is if I can turn it into a craft supply. Oh, I'm gonna get Gail. I never get sick. She made me sick. Ooh. I'm just kidding. I love Miss Gail. I don't know how I'm doing my area without her, because she and I work really good together, and they've moved her over to floral. I'm going to go ahead and pink up this edge too. She says she misses it over with me in scrapbooking. She'd much rather be over there than in wedding and floral stuff, accessories. All right, that's good enough, isn't it? All right, let's see. That looks pretty good. Kind of like how this looks like it's a branch coming this way. That Diamond Dyes Flourish that I have in my background. Might do it like that on the card. So we need one of these. So 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So actually, to get that, I need a 6 1/2 by the 3 1/4. So I'll have to open this thing up. Let's trim this at 6 1/2. I just like having little cards like this made up. so that when you are sending a package, you know, whether it's a thank you or just a note or a note of cheer, it's already made. And all you got to do is grab one and stick it in with the package, and it just adds a little bright little thing to the package. And that cutter is driving me crazy. Anybody that gets a card from me lately, I'm sorry it's a little on the rough side, but that cutter is just, it's gotta go. Its days are numbered. And I leave it in there to make sure my edges are even. I mentioned that in a previous video, but for anybody new, so I've got an extra base here that I won't have anything to put on it, but it'll be all right. We'll make it work. I think I'm going to put this one straight onto this background with this. And you can see it's just my paper that I've used both sides of and to catch paint and stuff when I've worked on projects. It's a little hard adding the tape once you've put the flowers on the front. I'd almost say I'm going to start adding my embellishments after I've got the card together. Oh, I've printed off some Sherry Baldy images to try to do ATCs with them. And I've made them, you know, so small. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see to color them, but I've started on one. If it turns out, I'll share it. Y'all have seen me color before, but this is on a, almost need the lamp that Scott has on the skill saw. That's it comes down and it's a magnifier with a light in it. And the skill saw is actually, he bought it in the hopes that I would use it. So I need to get out there in the shop this fall and work with it. Maybe make some Christmas ornaments or something. See, in high school I took metal shop in 7th grade. And I've taken various other arts and crafts stuff. I learned to do enameling years ago. Loved it. Wish I could do it again. But I don't have an enameling oven. And I could ask my sister. I wonder if we could do it in her kiln. My sister throws pottery, if anybody, you know, is interested in that. She has an Etsy shop. She's called Clay Baby Pottery, I believe it is. If you want to look her up. She does mostly Roman kiln firing type, or Roman pottery. She is a member of the SCA, and she does period pieces. And she sells sets to the SCA members, but I'm sure she'd take a special order if somebody wanted like a bowl, a plate, and a cup as a gift for somebody. And she does oil lamps, lots of fun stuff. I go over and help her with the oil lamps because it's a press mold that she has, and I've helped her with those. Of course, she's a lot better at getting the pieces to connect together than I am. I'm out of practice. Sorry, I'm just adding a faux stitching line with just little teeny little marks, just back and forth, back and forth. Just so it looks like stitching. Here, I'll get up closer where you can see. Come on, camera. It's just not wanting to focus. Sorry, guys. There it goes. So, yeah. Alright, what do we want it to say? Huh? We could do another thank you. Or just a note. Just a note. I'm going to write it with my old... My handwriting's not as pretty as Amelia's. But we'll see what I can do here. Let's see. Okay, let's go this way. I have stamps, but I didn't feel like going back. Oh, see, even I make boo-boos. There, that's it. That's as good as it's gonna get. Now, oh where did I lay the scissors down? Here they are, here they are. Annie, I've been enjoying watching you do your index cards with the journaling by 5s, but with index cards. You crack me up. Looks like you're having so much fun with it though. Let's see. Now, when I made this one, after I got it on, I wished I'd done the little marks on the banner. So I'm going to do that on this banner before I glue it down. And I'm only going to do it on the 2 long sides. I don't think I'm going to do it on the fishtail. Make it look like that ribbon you can buy that's got the, like it's red with white stitch line. Alright, now you can make it look like it's coming out from behind this flower. And what I do is I just kind of work the paper to give it a curl this way, and then I'll work it this way. And then that way you can stick it in and it looks like a waving flag. Looks like we could cut off just a little bit off this end here so that our tails want to be able to still read it. Yeah. So, alright, before I put that on, let's put this on the card. I almost forgot to do that part of it. Make this one open this way. That finger's hurting. Pulled the fingernail loose from the quick today when I was redoing the scrap adhesives and the scrapbook albums. You know, think about when you're peeling labels off, multiply that by like 300 labels. It loosens your nails from the nail bed. It makes them really sore. Yeah, I'm complaining again. Sorry. Alright, once we finish this card up, I'll let y'all go and I'll run to the post office and mail a bunch of stuff. I need to also get some ATC backs put on so I can get that package ready for Donna. I need to go back through that video and find out who all wanted to swap ATCs so I can make a list. Okay, so the camera cut off on its own, so I don't know how much you missed or what, but I've got this put together to this point. And it's just another little card to have on hand to dump in a package with a note of encouragement or whatever. And I was just going to say, we could add maybe some gems to the outside, or leave it like this, or do another dashed line up through there. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching that. And there's the two little note cards made out of my remnants from where I did ATC backgrounds. So two kind of different looks, similar but different. And I guess that'll be it for right now. I'll come back and maybe just do some project shares later. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Okay, I'm back just to share that I've got 5 ATCs all packaged up, and I'm going to send 2 to Donna and 2 to her granddaughter, and I hope that they will like them. And I just added some border to the top and lace and a flower. I like to decorate the packaging. I just think it looks pretty. And it's not a lot. I mean, it's a 2-inch piece of paper and then a smaller piece. It's just layering up some paper and adding some lace and some flowers. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.